The Democratic Party has become despicable. They don't care about truth. They don't care that Obama and Hillary lie nonstop. In fact, the recent poll just said that if Hillary was indicted for these treasonous crimes, 70% would still support her in the Democratic Party. It's insane. Now, what are Obama's lies? Every time the guy opens his mouth, he tells a lie. And I'll just give you some of the top ones. First of all, on Obamacare, well, everybody knows when he said you can keep your doctor, you can keep your plan, it'll save the average family $2,500, it'll cost only $900 billion, that he knew then that he was lying. And Jonathan Gruber, the architect of Obamacare, openly admitted that they sold it based on lies. In fact, you couldn't keep your doctor, you couldn't keep your plan. Premiums have gone up 50% this year for many families, and it's not going to cost $900 billion, it's going to cost $2.7 trillion. We know that Obama, when he campaigned against George Bush's debt, the total accumulated debt of all previous presidents by Bush was $9 trillion, and Obama called it unpatriotic. Well, he's made now $20 trillion in debt. What's that if Bush's $9 trillion total accumulated debt from all previous presidents was unpatriotic? And then he just said the other day, Obama, that by all measures, the economy is better than it was when he took office. The economy is terrible. You got more businesses going out of business and starting because of regulations. Huge companies like Home Depot say they could never get started now. And all these businesses not starting and failing are why jobs are dropping. And this phony unemployment statistics of below 5% is just that way because they don't count the millions and millions and millions of people who have quit looking for jobs. Those people aren't counted. If you counted them, the jobless rate would be 10, 15%. You have record poverty in this country. Don't Democrats care about the poor? Record poverty. Middle class haven't had a raise in all the Obama years. The veterans are still being treated shabbily. The VA is terrible. You've got growing, the debt is huge. You've got black unemployment at record levels. Women lost their jobs. I mean, the economy is just awful. We got home ownership at low levels, record food stamps. It's just terrible. And he just says, oh, by all measures, people are better off today. No, they're not. The only people that are better off are his very rich friends. Because income inequality, which supposedly Democrats are supposed to care about, has grown vastly under Obama. That's what happens when you overregulate and when you see the private economy only for the sole purpose of giving money to the government, which is what Democrats see. And then take Islam, the two complete lies he tells. First, he says 99.9% of Muslims want what we want. No. Americans don't want Sharia law. But 1 billion Muslims, according to the last Pew poll, want Sharia law, about 1 out of every 2. And if you interview American Muslims, 51% say they want Sharia law. 25% admit to wanting violent jihad. So no, 99.9% of Muslims don't want what we want. Now, not all Muslims are horrible and violent, but 99.9% of terrorist attacks are Muslim. And then Obama lies and says Islam has nothing to do with terrorism, that those people have nothing to do with Islam. Oh yeah? Tell the 85 Islamic terror groups that all claim to be operating under Islam. And there was a study just released today about slavery in the world. And 4 of the top 7 countries that have slaves are Muslim countries. Islam, it nothing to do with Islam and all this terrorism. Islamic State, they call themselves. Hezbollah, Hamas. What religion are they? So Obama's just lying about that. And then he says Muslims have contributed greatly to America. Yeah, name one thing. I mean, the guy's unbelievable the way he just continues to lie and lie and lie. And then the Iran deal, his staff admitted that it was sold based on lies, complete lies. Every time Obama opens his mouth, you can bet it's a lie. And then Hillary, Benghazi. I mean, just think about this. She said to her daughter, and she said to 2 world leaders that night of the Benghazi attack, that it was an al-Qaeda organized terror attack, but she lied to the families of the dead, and she lied to the American people for weeks, blaming it on some video, and she's still lying about it. Some video that nobody watched. Why? Because Obama was running around lying, saying that al-Qaeda had been vanquished so that he could win re-election, and she was trying to cover for him, so she lied, just straight out lied, about trying to minimize world terrorism. And then, how about the time when she said she was under sniper fire? I mean, our soldiers are under real sniper fire, and she never was. but she lied saying she was. I mean, this lady can't tell the truth if it fell over her. These are two unrepentant liars, and it's despicable that the Democratic Party tolerates that, because the Democratic Party has become just a philosophically reprehensible and morally despicable party themselves. They want to, and they're becoming fascistic. I mean, I want to close with this. Hillary wants to confiscate guns. She's admitted that. One more Supreme Court appointment will overturn the Heller case, which will take away your guns. The Democrats are now using violence to try and stop Donald Trump rallies. That's fascistic, trying to stop free speech. Democrats are trying to criminalize people who criticize Islam, like it's now in certain countries. They're trying to criminalize companies that argue against climate change. That's violation of free speech. This is a fascistic group. You cannot be a Democrat and be a moral person.